All right, here we are on Wednesday, December the 27th. Super wet and rainy out here, but I told some guy that I would I'd do a full walk around, high resolution and startup video. So just got out of the garage, which means I had to move a few things to get it out, which is real fun, you know, when it's all sloppy, wetty like this. And the dogs aren't minding it, and the chicken. But anyway, let's do a quick walk around. What can I tell you about it? It's an 02 KDX 200. It doesn't have 33 miles on it, it has more than that, but it is a low hour bike. Everything's real good. Little, you know, peeling stickers, you know, little heat gun would probably fix that, but you know, that's just the original stuff, I guess. So here's the condition. It's got a bash plate under there. You know, I really don't know if those come stock. I rode it around the yard last week. So I did the I did fresh fuel, which means I drained the bowl, fresh mix, 44:1 Motul 800 and 90 non-ethanol, and changed the oil. Radiator fluid was fine, so the coolant was just fine in there. Spark plug was fine. I did put a new air filter in. It was old. It was still okay, but it was just old. So you don't want to take a chance with oil or air filters or anything like that. So hopefully you're getting some close-ups here. And I'll just get up under it, everything. And you can see it's a 200 cc's. Really, I guess 198 cc's. It's got these Devil radiator guards on it. Those are cool. Those are really good for protecting the radiator. The light does work, so when the engine's on, light's on. You know, there's no battery on these, so engine's running, you can turn the light on with the switch. If the engine's not running, sorry, you're out of luck. No light. So I kind of jammed it in my back of my truck here, so there's not a lot of room for me to get around. I just didn't get a lot of room. I thought about doing just a running video, but then I thought, well, I'll just do the full, you know, full walk around. Tires are old. They're still in really good shape, no cracking, and they are pliable. I rode on them and they feel good, but they are 2011 date code. There you go. 2011 date code on the front, and I can't remember if the back's the same. Just not a lot of use. But still, they are old. I mean, you can ride on these for trails for sure, but like I wouldn't do that if you're ripping around a track or high speed anywhere. I wouldn't go on 10-year-old tires, 12-year-old tires, whatever. But anyway, so there's the condition of the bike. You know, physically it does have a kickstand, and these don't hitch in the shins like the gas bikes, so that's good. But I thought I'd do a startup. So we're not going to do any cuts. It hasn't been started in a few days. So let me make sure my camera doesn't fall over here. All right. So you get to see my ugly face on here. All right. So choke on, gas on. All right. Now I am wearing tennis shoes, so hopefully I don't just slip off the crank, but and you can't tell, you know, the compression from the video, but you know, got great compression. All right, I just rotate through twice like that usually, and then we'll just kick it. On for a while, it would have just started right up one kick, but well, you could rotate through a bit. Let's choke is off right now. I just use it to start the bike, and then the bike idles and runs great. You know, you can run it all day, it's the same. This one is, you'll notice the KIPS valve on this one is fairly quiet. That's just because the low hour KDXs don't wear. You know, once the wear is on those valves, the slider valves, if you know the KIPS valve, you know what I'm talking about, the KIPS system. But once those things get a little bit of play after, you know, 100 or 200 hours, then you'll hear them rattle. This one doesn't rattle yet. It's low hours. You can fix those usually with like a brass shim under those two screws that hold the block in place. But I do all the same for the bikes. I let them warm up a couple minutes, and then I take it easy for 5-10 minutes, and then you know you're good to ride. Now this one rips though. Last week when I rode it around, I was kind of surprised after I tuned it, you know, just how peppy these 200s are. I'm more of a gas KTM guy, but for this one, this is a really great bike. There you go. Probably it's almost warmed up. Once the smoke stops, you know it's pretty much warmed up. But probably a longer video than anybody wanted to see, but you know you can watch videos and you watch videos and watch them for 30 seconds. You're like, oh, the bike idle's great, but once you let the bike warm up, and then you know how good is idle. So listen to the idle speed right now. That's about warmed up idle. And then once you ride around, get it nice and warm, then you just lug around all day in third gear. Alright, I guess I'll let you go. If you're interested, let me know. You know, it's pretty popular as far as the views and clicks and the shares, but you know, the first person who shows up to buy it, you know, that's who's going to get it. And then if nobody buys it by like the end of January, I'm going to put some new tires on it. And I'll just trail ride it as like my spare bike or something. But I'm usually just on the gas or my old KTM. So it's still, even with new tires, wouldn't get too much use. But once I put new tires on it at the end of January, then I think I'll probably raise the price a bit. And then somebody will be stuck with my choice of tires, which, who knows, depends on the day what kind of tire that'll be. It could be the new Tusk tires. I'm running those on a KTM 250 and I really like them, and they really hook up. I mean, they hook up really good. I never knew Tusk made tires. That was my first set, and they do really well. But I'm partial to the 505 Cheaters. That's probably my favorite tire, and I do like the V-Rubber. Everything's gotten so pricey though, you really need to make sure that's the tire you want. Well, now it needs to be ridden, but I'd get it all muddy out here. All right, later.